What up, Nolan? What's good? Happy Friday. I think we all survived the week. Yeah? It's going good. Can't complain. Got out of work a little bit early. It's a beautiful day. The sun's out. Get to watch football tomorrow. But yeah, the days is good, man. The week was good. A little slow, a little quiet. Work wasn't too crazy. How about yourself? Anything lined up for the weekend? Brookside, what's good? Happy Friday. Philippe, what's happening? What's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. Philippe, yeah, man, it's a 5.56 staring right at you. Gotta love a 5.56 with green tips. Yeah, Brookside. Wish the week would have gone by a little quicker. Kind of a slow week for me. Busy week with work, but seemed to just kind of drag ass all week. But we made it. Hopefully you guys got some good plans this weekend. Maybe some shooting, watching football, grilling. Hell yeah, Brookside. That's the best weekend right there. What's up, Tactical Den Podcast? Nah, we're waiting for him. We're waiting for Huck Finn. Something tells me he might pop up a little bit later. What's up, Christian? Christian wants to know what's up with the gun in terms of the build or why it's out. It's a 12.5.556 PSA, green tips, forward blast device. I actually needed to put the forward blast device for the tactical game. So if you're familiar with the tactical games, you can't have like a muzzle brake because you got shooters to each side of you. But if your question is more along the lines of why is it here? It's just my truck gun. It's my competition gun, my 2-gun. If I do a 2-gun match, this is what I use to. To go a little more in depth to your question, my page is a 2A page. So it's all my content's based around shooting. I'm a competitive shooter. I shoot a lot of IDPA. I do some USPSA, but mostly IDPA. So yeah, it's a gun channel. Appreciate you tuning in, though. Hopefully that answers your question. That's a good, hey, Brookside, that's a great reason to go to the range. What kind of scope did you get? Tactical den. Yeah, I guess my question is always like intended purpose. Now, I will say that forward blast device, it gives it a lot more kick than I prefer. I mean, it was a pretty decent shooter. That it just, I don't know, it could be a little bit mental, could be a little bit in my head. I feel like it kicks more than I like. I mean, obviously it's pushing all the gas forward and, the recoil back. For a 5.56, I think it doesn't shoot as nice as I would like it to shoot. But again, it does its job. I mean, I also needed it because I shoot a lot of 2-gun, and they use a lot of those barricades with the ports. So, some people are a little finicky about, blasting the wood chips off of their barricades and shit like that. So, I don't know, to each his own. The Vortex Crossfire, let's get a lot of good reviews. I've never used one, but I did research them. I think overall Vortex is a great brand. I think they put out a lot of quality stuff, great customer service. Yeah, I mean, for that, I think that'd be a great option. It definitely does its job in terms of blast, noise. It just, again, it kicks a little more, which is going to be natural. Normal. Yeah, I'll have to try Vortex out. I think if I ever get away from Hollow Sun, if I were to try anything, it'd probably be Vortex. What up, Kane? What's happening? What's good? Happy Friday. Hope your week went well. Yeah, so I almost got that Tango, the Sig Tango. I just couldn't find enough like great reviews on it. I'm kind of like OCD like that. Like I gotta like, I don't know, if I like see like a lot of neutral or not good and a few great, like it kind of like persuades me a little bit. And it didn't have like a lot of great reviews. Let me know how it works out. I could be wrong. I thought a lot of the reviews I was coming across, I think it was all based around like weight. I think that Sig Tango is heavier on average than most in that field of, I don't know, family of scopes. Okay, so it was that then. Yeah, I think that's what, because I was actually going to put it on my 308. And as you can imagine, my 308's already, it's heavy as fuck. So I definitely couldn't afford something that was even more heavy. No, I actually, so I'd probably say 75% of my matches are IDPA. And then I do 1-2 gun a month. And then like, you know, the other 20%-ish is US PSA. So I do one, sometimes two, depending on the time of the year, but usually 1-2 gun. I think my next 2 gun is October, early October, October 5th, maybe, somewhere right around there. Yeah. And being a minimalist, like I'm very, I don't know, cautious when it comes to like weight, like every ounce. But again, like I'm probably like more of an extreme minimalist. Yeah, I usually try to mix up my competitions. You know, I don't know, I shit over and over. So, I mean, I'll bounce around to all different types. Whatever I can get into, I'll shoot. What up, ACR Project? Protect. My glasses clearly ain't working. ACR, what's happening? Yeah, thanks for tapping in, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I usually mix up the lives. Sometimes I'm in the hot tub with wifey. Sometimes when my daughter has physical therapy, track training, I'll hang out in the car. She doesn't like me sitting in there watching her train, so it's not worth driving all the way back home and then coming all the way back to pick her up. So I usually just hang out here. Sweet. ACR, hopefully you got a good night planned. I think me and wifey, I got tickets to go see that movie, Him. I don't know, it looks crazy. It looks like, I don't know if it's a horror film. I don't know if it's supposed to be scary or what. I don't even know much about it. We saw one preview and it looked pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna hit the movies up, enjoy some popcorn. I don't know why, but I've been craving like getting a big ass jumbo thing of popcorn, layer on the bottle. I'm gonna tear that shit up. I love like layering extra butter. Have I ever been to Korea? Yeah, so I went to Korea once, but it was like an extended stay. So we went for 2.5 weeks. Mostly spent our time in Seoul. We traveled out a little bit, but most of the time was spent in Seoul. I loved it. I mean, the food was amazing. I mean, obviously the people and the culture. People are super hospitable. But the food is cool. The nightlife in Korea is wild though. Like they don't, if you go to the club before 1 a.m., it's going to be empty. They stay out to like 6 a.m. It's really crazy. Nice kayaking. That sounds dope. Sounds relaxing, actually. We did a little, we were in Mexico last month. Me and my wife went on vacation. We did a little kayaking. It was like next level relaxation. Yeah, hoping the movie's good. Tomorrow we're just gonna hang around, order some chicken, watch football. Usually just count down to Saturday until our son plays and watch him ball. Yeah, see, that's nice. Year-round kayaking, good weather, cheap cost of living. Cost of living in Texas is amazing. We thought about moving to Texas. I mean, strictly because of the cost of living. I mean, the houses you can get in Texas compared to everywhere else, same price, unfucking real. Nah, I didn't watch Superman. I missed that one. We ain't been to the movies in a while. So I did do clay shooting a long time ago, once or twice. A lot harder than it looked. I wouldn't say it was my thing. It was fun. I mean, shooting is always fun. Not necessarily sure it was my thing. Had a couple of bruises on my shoulder from the shotgun kicking so damn hard. Was sore as fuck the next day. But it was cool. Yeah, we went out to, I want to say we were just north of Houston. We went there for Junior Olympics. So my daughter runs track. So we went to just north of Houston for about a week. I mean, I loved it. I mean, it was hot as shit. I mean, just different type of heat. But man, the food, everything was amazing. Yeah, the new Superman, I heard the same thing. Lots of good reviews. I think it did good money too in the box office. I don't know. It was just maybe about 30 minutes north. I don't know what school it was at. Fuck. They have the Junior Olympics there every 3 years. They just rotate every 3 or 4 years. They rotate from different states. I'm blanking on what town it was. What up, Holger? I ain't looking up, man, because I don't like no fucking spiders. I'm scared as fuck of spiders. So hopefully it's on the outside of the sunroof. I don't fuck with no spiders. Hell yeah, I looked. I'm telling you, I'm like, if there was a spider, y'all would have seen me freak the fuck out. I don't do spiders. Yeah. See, now you're gonna have me thinking about that shit, man. Fuck. It's there's literally like, it wasn't a college. It had to have been like a big ass high school. Um, I'm sure you can find it if you click on if you click on AAU Junior Olympics. it'll tell you what school it was at. And fucking Houston had some big ass schools too. Like we saw some like high schools that look like colleges. Yeah, most likely. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh shit, yeah, it was that. Alonzo, what's happening, broski? Happy Friday. Appreciate you tuning in as always. Tado, what's for dinner? Dinner's probably going to be popcorn. Me and wifey are going to the movies. So I'm probably going to get a jumbo tub of popcorn, and that's going to be my dinner. And we had chicken fried rice last night. My wife makes the best chicken fried rice. But I don't know. We'll probably go to the movies, fill up on popcorn, and who knows what we'll get for dinner. I mean, if you want me to decide for you, I'd say get pizza. Where's the protein? There ain't gonna be no protein tonight. Just butter. Gonna be a whole bunch of fat. ES World, what's happening? Appreciate it, ACR. Was that the Bull Armory? I'm assuming it was the Bull Armory. Yeah, that's my favorite. My Bull Armory is like, it's like the GOAT of 2011s in my eyes. I'll take my Bull Armory over Staccato any day of the week. ES World, we're going to watch that I think it's a scary movie. It might, I don't know if it's technically considered scary. Him, is that I think it's just called Him. Affordable ACR. I mean, I would say affordable compared to a Staccato. So, depending on which Staccato you're looking at. I mean, honestly, I think when I say affordable, I'd say no. On the low end of the spectrum compared to like some of the custom 2011s, yes. Cheap, they're not cheap by no means. The problem isn't the price with Bull Armory. The problem is getting a hold of one, because you can't get them in a store. So once they drop new guns on their website, it's direct order, and they sell out. They literally sell out 45 minutes, an hour. They're all gone. So they're really hard to get them. What's up, Mr. Pistols? What's good? Ozell, what's happening? Yes, Jordan Peels. Do I prefer a 1911 or a Glock? I prefer a 1911. Shooting. If I needed to just carry something for the rest of my life, it'd be a Glock. If I could only pick one forever, it would be a Glock. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy my 2011s. I just think they're more fun to shoot. They're softer. The recoil management, the triggers are just... I mean, once you shoot a 2011 and you feel a good one, not a budget one, a good one, I mean, just shooting anything else trigger-wise is just poop. But again, like, if there was like a zombie apocalypse or shit hits the fan and I only could grab one gun, I mean, yeah, it would be my Glock. It's just, I mean, it's lighter. You're more likely to find compatible parts, down the road. Disassembly, cleaning if you had to, just all much easier. Simplicity. Again, if I had to choose for the rest of my life, yeah, I'd go with a Glock. But if you ask me, like, today, we going to go shoot, which gun am I grabbing? my 2011. Yeah, not. What's up, Von Gray? I'm not. Yeah, no. I don't own anything but 9mm. I own a Taurus TX22, and that's really for my daughter to shoot with. She's 15. But I'm not buying any other than like 5.56 and some of the rifles I have. Pistol wise, I'll never buy anything other than a 9mm. SMG, probably not. I mean, I just don't know, Mr. Pistols. Like, what am I gonna do with it? Where am I gonna shoot? It's like, other than collectible, hang out in the safe, just don't really have any practical use for an SMG. Yeah, tanks, exactly what they are. Honda Accords of the car world. Yeah, they're very expensive. I've looked at them and just kept scrolling. Jordy Perez. What up, Grim? What's the reason for only 9mm? I mean, right now, 9mm, depending on your purpose, I shoot a lot, so I do a lot of competitive shooting. It's affordable. It's readily available. I can usually get it for 19-20 cents a round. Sometimes I'll pay as high as 22 cents a round. So again, it's on the affordable side. But in terms of like self-defense, I carry plus P, hollow points. Velocity wise, more than capable of doing the job that anyone would probably need to use it for. And then like self-defense wise, like the controllability, like, I mean, I like to think in a self-defense situation, I'm going to have a good grouping of fire. Just because, again, recoil management, like that's just me. That I know how I shoot. I mean, anything bigger than that, I don't know. Controllability of a 45, maybe not. Putting it down your pants, maybe not. I just think 9mm is more than sufficient for everything that I do. Competitive shooting, self-defense, plinking around. That's just my preference. Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, the MP5s are so, even the clone MP5s are just ridiculously expensive. Like, even like the most budget MP5-ish firearms, they still want an arm and a leg. A battle rifle 308, shit. Grim, what kind of 308 you got? You got like a full length barrel, or what do you run? What's up, Clipsters? What's good? Mr. Pistols, what how much what does an MP7 shoot? Nothing, Clipsters, just chilling. Hanging out Friday. Made it to the weekend. Weather's going to be nice. Hang out with the family, watch football. Going to go to the movies tonight. My daughter's training. I'm just chilling. I wish I was doing some shooting, but the the range is closed until the 23rd. At least the one that I membership to. The one that I member at is closed due to like some farm science, I don't know, something. Every year, same thing. I think they participate in some science thing, and they close the range down, so I don't get to shoot during this time. A 4.6 by 30 millimeter. I'm gonna have to research that. I don't even know what that is. I don't own no 5.7s. Yeah, I don't fuck with no indoor ranges either. I gotta be really desperate to go to an indoor range. What's up, Confidence? What's happening? What's happening, sis? Yeah, I gotta be like desperate to go to an indoor range. Over the last couple of years going to the indoor range, just too many incompetent people. Like I'm too paranoid watching them mishandle their firearms. I can't even focus on what I'm doing because they're over there lollygagging with their fucking shit, making me nervous, and I'm like, nah, fuck this. Like when I say I gotta be desperate, I gotta be like, okay, I ain't shot in weeks. I'm not gonna shoot in weeks. I gotta drive 15 minutes to the indoor place, and I'm gonna go there like right when it fucking opens, so ain't no one in there. I don't do indoor. No way. What up, Solo Twin? What's happening? Yeah. I don't do public. I don't do indoor. I member at an outdoor range, and even with the outdoor range that I member to, I usually go on the days that they're closed. So as a member, you can go and shoot when it's not open. I tend to do that so I can just have it by myself and move, do movement drills. I can be out there enjoying just the weather by myself. I ain't got to worry about someone else shooting and what they're doing. And, if I need to go change my targets, I don't, need to have them stop shooting. So that's pretty cool. And I don't do indoor just for the simple fact that I don't like static shooting anyways. I think there's some value in static shooting. But I think it's not as effective as being able to like move, step. In a lot of indoor ranges, you can't even, most indoor ranges, I should say a lot, most of them you can't even draw from your holster. Where I live, I only know one indoor gun range that'll let you draw from a holster. And then a lot of them are like, you can't do double taps, definitely can't do triple taps. It's like, but who the fuck is going to shoot just one? Like, I can't even do a double tap in the indoor range. It's crazy. What up, Harry S? What's good? Got some of the heavy hitters in today. Nice. What's up, Gracie? Oh, shit. All right, see, Clipsters, how do you like the 26X? I've never owned a 26. They always just kind of look like too chubby for me. I didn't really like the way they looked. But like a chubby, short, big girl is kind of like how I always thought about it. But the 26X does kind of interest me. Do you like it so far in terms of just like ergonomics and size and weight? 30-06, holy fuck, Grim. Grim, you're into like the big boy shit, the big guns. Yeah, Harry S wants 300 cows. Bro, like literally my last 2 lives, everyone is waiting for Huck Finn. That fucker ain't gonna join. He's probably not gonna join just to piss us off. Yo, what's up, y'all? I don't know. I think my phone overheated. Not surprised. Just sitting here. Where the fucking sun's not even out. Yeah, if someone can give me like a thumbs up, or can you hear me or see me? My phone overheated. So, yeah, let me know if you can hear or see me. What up, D-Ree? Whose wiener are you talking about? I don't know, my phone overheated. So what did I miss? I have to cool this shit off. All right, ACR, enjoy, man. Much love. Have fun kayaking. What up, Confidence? Sorry about that. No, I saw that you had popped in. I saw you popped in, but I didn't see that comment. All right, I'll check out the video. I appreciate you tagging me in the post too. And I can't wait to see. What's up, Indica? Appreciate it. This is a 11.5.556 with green tips, a hollow sun. I got a magnifier and a forward blast device on the front. I put a video on situational awareness and then tag you. All right, yeah, cool. It's crazy because a couple of people have tagged me in videos. I don't get notified. Like, it doesn't tell me. I would think that it would tell me that I've been tagged in a video. And then I've tagged other people in videos and they had no clue. So I'll check it out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Clipsters, it's a third row. I mean, there's not a ton of space in the third row, but I mean, it gets the job done. What's up, CZT? What's happening? Much love. You got handguns on you right now. I don't have handguns. I have my EDC, which is a 43X. Nah, I ain't in Cali. Fuck Cali. And I'll never live in Cali. I worked in Cali a ton. I had an apartment out there in San Francisco for about a year. Cost of living, I mean, forget about the gun laws. I mean, I think we will all agree that the gun laws out there are absolutely unreal. But the cost of living, I don't know how people. I think I was paying for it because I still had my house here. My family was still here, but I was working out there, so I grabbed an apartment. A fucking studio apartment in San Francisco was running $3,300 a month. $3,300 a month. And it was the size of my living room. I don't know how people live. Car seat Korean, yes. You know, sometimes it's rooftop Korean, sometimes it's hot tub Korean. Today it's car seat Korean. Yeah, I saw some bits and pieces of a Glock ban. I don't get it. Why Glock? I didn't really like look into it, but why only Glock? I mean, is it because of like the numerous extended magazines you can get for them, or like how are they gonna ban just Glock in the state? I don't know. They come up with the stupidest shit. I mean, look, there's, yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it. What up, Tired? PSA upper. Yeah, so it's actually a whole PSA build. Whole PSA build with a forward blast can on the front. I actually needed this to compete in the tactical games. So if you're familiar with the tactical games, it's like a 2-gun match, but with CrossFit. And you needed a forward muzzle blast device because you got shooters like 5 feet on both sides of you, and they don't want they're not trying to like get the blast from your gun. So I picked this up just for the tactical games, and then I just started competing with it in 2-gun. I mean, I don't know, it's probably what I'm most effective with. So yeah, I love PSA. Yeah, so they're gonna ban Glock, and then the most murders are just gonna start happening with like Smith and Wesson. It doesn't fucking solve the problem. Oh yeah. I remember Rasma. Yeah, I remember we talking about this. .75. So is the 300 blackout in the 7.5, or you have a 7.5 5.56 plus a 300 black? Yeah, Harry. Yes, I don't understand like the point of all of like that. And again, it's just ignorance, right? I haven't done a lot of research on it, but like I don't get like I don't get what they're trying to accomplish. I mean, some of the gun laws in California, I don't really get, like the fin on the ARs. Like, what does the fin on the AR actually prevent you from doing in terms of shooting it fast or effective? I mean, it just looks stupid as fuck. I'm assuming you can't wrap your thumb around the fin? Is that what the fin is for on a California AR? What up, Trajan? Appreciate you tapping in. What's insulting the American people? They don't want you to get a full grip. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's what I thought. You couldn't wrap your gun around it. Or your hand around it. Yeah, that makes sense, Harry. Which is sad, like you're making laws around things that you're not familiar with, or you're not surrounding yourself with the knowledgeable people that can help guide your decision or your lawmaking. You're just ignorantly making laws, not understanding much of anything other than your one-sided thought process, which is usually incorrect. Trajan, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Kia Tellurides. I got a Kia Telluride. Mine's all blacked out with the nutmeg interior, the brown leather, and my wife has a Telluride as well. I love Kias. We used to be Honda people. Like, I was a huge Honda fan, just because Hondas are like Glocks. They'll just drive forever. But the Kias, I mean, I love them. They come fully loaded, 100,000 mile warranty, 10 years. Can't really beat that. What up, Shepard? What's good? Clipsters, you out, brother? I might have missed your comment earlier, but if you're out, peace out. Enjoy your weekend, man. Have a good one. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Darren from South Africa, what up? Banshee dude? Yeah, that was me, because I was in Mexico maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Me and my wife were in Tulum. I was probably at the pool. That was me, if so. Shepard, Mark W. Did you change it from Mark W? What up, Time with Max? Oh, gotcha. All right, Clipsters. Indica, be well. Much love. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, I mean, I would agree, because the problem with gun laws, especially in California, but most of the gun laws, at the end of the day, they only impact law-abiding citizens like me and you. Like, the criminals, the gun laws that they pass isn't stopping criminals from getting and using guns. All it does is it makes it more hard for me, more difficult for me, more expensive for law-abiding citizens. It doesn't fix the root issue. All good, Shepard. No worries. I'm sure he'll probably change the profile again too. Gotta love kids. All right, Harry S. Hey, much love. Be well. Appreciate you tuning in. Listen, I don't think we'll see Huck Finn again for a while. I think he had enough fun that night. I hope we see him again, but I don't know. Yeah, but peace out. Enjoy. Philippe, can you see it right there? Hopefully you can just see it. Yeah, I love guns too. I don't have a ton of guns. I love shooting them more than I love collecting them. But I do enjoy a good shooting and a good looking gun. The good shooting guns don't necessarily need to be good looking. But I do have a couple of guns that I love looking at and I love shooting. Trajan, I don't know about the Korean-American relationship. I'll have to research it. I don't really keep up with it. I don't even know what BRICS is, but I'll have to check it out. Probably need to get myself familiar with it. I mean, I like to think the Korean-American relationship has always been strong and healthy. I don't know if it's deteriorating recently, but Korea and America have always held a pretty strong relationship, considering our common enemy, the North Koreans. What up, Dragon? I appreciate you tuning in, new to the channel. Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button too. Check out the channel. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. But this is my truck gun setup. This is also my 2-gun setup. So my 2-gun truck gun, it's basically an 11.5 PSA. I keep green tips in it. Got a forward blast device on the front. I only actually got this set up because I competed in the tactical games earlier this year. And you needed a forward blast muzzle because you're competing with competitors like 5 feet on both sides of you, like really close quarters. So you had to have that. But then I just kind of fell in love with it. I like the size. I have a Hollow Sun. This is the HE 510. So 510 green dot. And then I got the Hollow Sun compact magnifier. But just a PSA. What up, Brian? What up, Dyer? What am I drinking? This is a Ghost. So I'm usually going to have a Ghost or a C4. I like the bucked ups also. But my favorite is probably Ghost, the iced tea lemonade flavor. If you haven't had the lemonade iced tea Ghost, that's the best flavor. I can't ever find them though. Like, I'll be in a gas station and I'll randomly see the lemonade iced tea, but that's the best one. What up, Mark? What's good? What's happening, broski? Happy Friday. I appreciate it, Dyer. Yeah, I don't have the biggest collection. I mean, I don't claim to be a collector. I'm more of a shooter than I am a collector. If I don't shoot a certain gun, if it just sits in the safe for too long, I'll just sell it. I don't like just collecting guns that have them. I mean, but again, you know, to each his own. Some people just like to collect things like cards and shit like that. Like, I'm not into collecting them. If the gun doesn't mean enough to me to either compete with it, shoot with it, or carry it, then I kind of just get rid of it. Amber Red Bull. Yeah, I ain't had that one yet. What up, Jeff? What's good, folks? Nice. Got the Daniel Defense upper. Okay. Yeah, you spent a little bit of money on that. How do you like those black tips? I mean, I saw some, I was actually going to order some. I just wasn't sure if it was like a gimmicky thing or not. Like, I couldn't find enough like reviews done on the ballistics to like, okay, like, is it gimmicky or do they actually, are they effective? But they look cool as fuck. I mean, listen, I'll buy them just because they're called black tips and they look cool. But there's not a ton of data out there with black tips. I don't know. Have you tested it, or great with accuracy? Is that what they're normally known for? More so accuracy? Gotcha. Usually, I see them on sale too. Those Saber black tips. I mean, price wise, they don't seem to be too bad. Yeah, I wish I had a Daniel Defense. I look at them occasionally, especially when they go on sale. I'm like, damn, I would really, really, really like to have a Daniel Defense. But I don't. I shoot 2-gun matches like once a month, sometimes twice a month. I just don't know if it's like worth investing that much money for something I'm not going to shoot as much. Like my pistols, I'll drop a decent dollar amount on my pistols, especially if I'm going to like compete with it. But I'm gonna be shooting that shit every single weekend, so I'm gonna get my money's worth. I just don't know about like a rifle, but I love a Daniel Defense. Got a Ruger pistol that is not accurate at all, Bryant? Bro, you gotta trade that in and go get a Glock. Yeah, I don't fuck with, there's there's two brands that I've never really liked. I don't like Blazers, and I've never liked Winchester ammo. I don't know. I don't I don't know if it's just like my OCD that I don't fuck with Blazer and Winchester, but I've never liked it. I've never got good result out of it. I always seem to have like a malfunction or an issue with both of them. You know, I don't know. I've always had bad luck with Winchester and Blazer. I've shot a lot of guns. I've never shot a P90. Dragon. So yeah, we were talking about like clone MP5s earlier. They're so fucking expensive. You cannot find a decently priced MP5 clone. I mean, anywhere. Yeah, if I had the money, I'd probably get the iconic MP5. I don't know what I would do with it other than just like have it as a collectible, but might be one of the most iconic guns ever. Good old MP5. What up, Tactical Den Podcast? Now, you ain't missed nothing. Nothing at all. What up, Steve Bessings? Like to pretend they're in... Sounds like to pretend they're in... I don't know if anyone's pretending to be in the Special Forces. I don't know what gives you that impression. I think most of us just enjoy shooting. Some people enjoy collecting. I competitively shoot. I mean, I don't want to be in the special... I did want to be in the Special Forces growing up. I ain't gonna lie. I really thought I was gonna go be a Navy SEAL when I was younger. Now, my dad spent 23 years in the Army, and my son serves in the Navy. Super proud that he continued the legacy. But I did want to be a Navy SEAL growing up. That was my goal. But I don't know if anyone's pretending that they're in the Special Forces on here. Yeah, I don't think an MP5 is a target rifle. I just think it's like an iconic firearm that I would love to have. It's kind of one of those things you grew up watching in the movies. I mean, I would take my 5.56 before I take an MP5. I just would love to have one. Yeah, 1,300. That still ain't cheap for a clone. Especially, you know, like... I mean, Century Arms makes some quality stuff. They've come a long way. But still, 1,300 for a clone. Like, I can't... If I spend 1,300, it's got to be something I really, really want. Now, I really want a Desert Eagle. I've almost pulled the trigger on buying a Desert Eagle so many fucking times. I've never done it. I would only get the 50 too. I don't know. To me, when you buy something like a Desert Eagle, there's no point in getting the 357 or the 44. For me, it'd be like the 50 or nothing. But there's so many times I've had it in the bag, and I never did it. That's my fear is like buying the ammo for it. You know, like, again, it'll be like another collectible. I'll rarely shoot it. Gonna spend $1 a round to shoot it. You may or may not have one that's problematic with jamming. Just a lot of money to drop. What up, Chris? How much shit do I get from the cops getting pulled over where you're at with a truck rifle? So none at all, for a couple of reasons. I live in the Midwest. In the state that I live in is one of the most gun-friendly states. Probably very close to Florida and Texas. You don't even need a permit to conceal carry. I can walk into a gun shop, buy a gun, and be out in 30 minutes. Pretty gun-friendly state. So, but I also don't get pulled over either. I don't think I've gotten pulled over maybe twice in 20 years. So I can't say one way or the other because I've never had to interact with the police. Like at 46 years old, I'm not speeding. My tabs and everything are always clean and current. So, but nah, pretty two-way friendly state. Dragon, I like it. Now, all of my hollow suns are green dots. I have astigmatism, so green works really well for my eyes. All of them are green. This one's probably my favorite. I also have on my AK. I have a hollow sun. It's the newest one that came out. It's a little smaller, compact size, but it comes on a riser. I can't think of like what model it is. That one I like a lot as well, just because it comes on a riser, and it just getting on target with the height of it, just bringing it up to my eyes, super simple. This one's a little bit lower, but I'm also a little more accurate with it. Obviously, the other one with the riser, height over bore, takes some getting used to, but I love it. Yeah, for sure, Chris. Louisiana, probably one of my top 5 places to go. Sneered man, appreciate it. Yeah, it's my 2-gun competition rifle. Also competed with it in the tactical games. It's also my truck gun. It's 11.5, 5.56. Gets the job done. I've never had any issues with PSA. What up, Easy Bunny? What's good? Hey, a lot of people shit on PSA. I don't know why. Maybe because they're not like the most gorgeous looking guns. You know, they're a little more on the budget side. I've never gotten a PSA that didn't work. You know, they got good customer service, fast shipping. I think they have outstanding quality for the money, right? For the money. I love them. What up, Debo Notorious? How does the chamber close on the left side? Maybe I'm confused. What do you mean, how does the chamber close on the left side? Sorry if I'm not reading that correctly. It's been a hell of a long week. Oh, okay. So tactical then answered. What up, Devin? The piece you press, I don't know, works fine, I guess, if that's what you're asking. It's on the correct side. But if the camera's flipped, then it would probably think it's on the right side. It works fine. I compete with it. Damn, you drunk already? What are you drinking on, Debo? You must drinking the good shit. Why Hollow Sun and not EOTech? Well, EOTech is a lot more expensive. I'm more of a budget guy. And I have Hollow Sun on all my optics are Hollow Sun. I think I got great value, great customer service. I've broken I don't know how many Hollow Suns. I call them, they send me another one. Carson, what up, Carson? What is this? It's a gun channel. So check out the page. Hit the subscribe button. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. But it's a gun channel. So I'm a competitive shooter. Most of my content's going to be on shooting, competition shooting. But my lives are usually just open dialogue. So usually it's me and my wife on some nights. Usually it's me in the car. But it's all two-way gun content. All right, Debo. Down on them. Well, cheers. Cheers to you. What up, G-Rod? Shadow King. What's good? What am I carrying right now? So right now, I got my 43X. Got my 43X and my AR. Duan, no, it's not illegal, not in the United States. Debo, what do I recommend for lefties? Shit, I don't know, man. That's a good question. I'm not a lefty. I don't know a lot of lefties. But a lot of guns nowadays, it doesn't take much. I mean, like, it doesn't take much to switch the mag release. Most 2011s are ambi. But I mean, most firearms nowadays can just easy flip out of a couple of parts. Rink, this is the 5.56. I have a 308. I have a 308. I have a 308 in a 12.5 barrel, and I have an AK. The AK is probably 10.5, and this should be an 11.5. The Chunky Operator, what's good? Now, I'm a lefty too, so I actually jump off my left foot. I right with my left, but I shoot and do everything with my right. J-Man, what's good? J-Man, don't you dare ask about no damn Huck Finn and no cows and shit. Ain't no farmers and ranchers in here today. Yeah, but a lot of gun safeties can be flipped out these days. I mean, most modern firearms, you can change the safety. Fuck, I'm starving. Diamond Life, what's good? What up, Spartiac? Appreciate you guys tuning in. You double tap that screen when you come in, pound the subscribe button, check out the page. Look, if you hit the subscribe button, you check out the channel, you think that I shoot like shit and you hate it, just unsubscribe. That's all you got to do. Damn, that sucks, Dragon. You know, the easiest thing to do in that scenario, though, is figure out if there's a local, you know, range that shoots competition. You know, you can go on Practice Score and see all of the local matches and competitions. I don't have a lot of, actually, I only have like maybe one friend that likes to shoot. I don't have all the dudes that I know that have guns, they don't like to actually shoot them. They just fucking, I don't know. They buy guns and they just don't ever shoot them. They somehow think like the gun's gonna work by itself. But whatever, to each his own. Get on Practice Score, look for local matches around you, and just go to those matches. And there's lots of cool dudes that are always there, and that's what I do. When I'm traveling from state to state, I just go to the local matches. I shoot always a bunch of cool ass dudes. But yeah, most of my friends don't shoot either. Easy Money. What up, Travis? What's good? Easy Money. So yeah, so if you're not if you're new to the channel, my page is all shooting. That's basically what it is. But my live streams are usually either with my wife, so me and my wife usually live stream, and then other times I live stream. If you see me in the car, my daughter does. My daughter's like a track star, so she does training. So while she's in training, I usually live stream. There's no point in me driving all the way home and then coming all the way back. So I can either stream and hang out with you guys, or I could just fucking sit here and twiddle my thumbs. So I elect to stream. Dragon, I think I'm familiar with it. I think I've been on there. But like, here's the thing when it comes to ammo. I will never pay more than 22 cents a round for 9mm. I can usually get it on a good sale, 18, 20 cents. No more than 22 though. So usually when I go to those web pages and I see great deals, once you factor in shipping costs, unless if they have free shipping, you know, you end up paying like 25 cents a round. But I'll check them out. I think I've been there before though. But I can usually walk into my local gun dealer and get it for 20 cents a round. The brand that I like to shoot too, the brand. So my competition pistol loves Max Tech, MAXX Tech, and that's usually what I buy. And I can get it anywhere between 18 and 22 cents. God damn, $600 for 50 rounds. Yeah, if I spent $600 for 50 rounds, my wife would whip my fucking ass. That's, I mean, is that like is that round for the 5.7? Is that like self-defense or like? Why is it so expensive? Yeah, 600 rounds. I need like a whole new gun. I mean, $600. Yeah, I need a whole new gun. Oh, shit. Appreciate it, Chunky Operator. Armor piercing. That would make sense. Yeah, I think if I'm ever in any type of self-defense situation and I need armor piercing, I might just be shit out of luck. Where do you... Well, hell, where the fuck did you find banned armor piercing ammo anyways? Use only... Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, wifey said don't do that shit again. Wifey said next time you're going to be not even on the couch. You spend $600 on 50 rounds again, your ass is going to be in a hotel somewhere. You know the trick there is, the trick is you got to discard the receipt, bro. How'd you let her find the receipt? You could have told her those 50 rounds cost 50 bucks. Gun broker? Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, so she probably found like an electronic receipt or some shit? Yeah, that makes sense, Travis. You slipped up, man. Well, you know, now you just got to buy her something nice. She's expecting like some shoes or a handbag or something. You better take her to a nice, fancy dinner. All right, y'all. About to sign off. Grab my daughter. Enjoy your weekend. Next live, I'll probably be Sunday night. Live stream. But you guys be well. Much love. Peace out. Be safe. God bless.